From My News 26 and CCTV, it's high school football, coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to exciting high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Tonight, the 2-1 Alpena Wildcats make the long trip down to face the Cadillac Vikings in their home opener in the Big North. Tonight, we have the head coach for Alpena, Coach Aaron Sims, and Coach, you guys are coming off a 2-1 start. What's some of your thoughts on the positives you're taking out of those first three games?
I think I've seen some real good growth from my guys. We've played with great effort and violence at times, which is something we talk about all the time. And, I think, we learned some good lessons from the Gaylor game last week, how we got to come out and, execute at a high level with great effort and violence, from the start of the game. So, lots of good lessons that we've learned, good winning and losing. So, just looking to put a whole game together.
Now, tell us a little bit about your offense, maybe your O-line and your running back, Logan Guthrie, whatever order you want.
Right on. Our O-line is, this is our third year running the T, so, we're really starting to understand what's going on. It's definitely not the size that we had last year, but they're definitely more skilled. They know what's going on, and they can make adjustments on the fly. So it's fun to watch when we come out and we play physical. But that's one of the lessons, that we got to come out and play physical for 10 steps every single play. Logan, Logan's Logan. I mean, he's a blessed athlete. Obviously everybody knows he's already signed with CMU, and he's a hard worker. I mean, he's a 7-day a week in the weight room kind of guy, and he's just an awesome kid. You don't ever have to worry about him worrying about who's scoring, who's blocking, whatever. He's happy for his teammates when they're successful, and just a great kid to have in the program.
Yeah, it's a joy to have players like that. Your quarterback, Coach.
This is the first year for him, and he's come out, and the biggest thing is that, hey, make all the handoffs, because that's been a thing for us. If you go back and you watch film, like, you just see we have a big down, and previous years we've missed things. So this year is really focused on making the handoffs, and keeping the offense moving.
Great. And lastly, defensively, what do you hope to accomplish against this Cadillac team to be successful?
Their O-line comes off the ball. Tip is a heck of an athlete playing quarterback. He's tough. He's physical. You got to be tough to play linebacker and quarterback. Those guys, they don't come around too often. So, he's a stud. And, the O-line comes off the ball and drive blocks really well. So, we got to come out and play physical and hope contain them. And I don't know what else to say about it other than contain them. And, I wish we could just put a fence out and say, hey, play in that, and make it 5-by-5.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you in this game and for the rest of the season out. We will get Coach Cody Mallory over here in just a second. All right. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, at this point, we're going to get Coach Mallory from the Cadillac Vikings. The Vikings, as we said, is their home opener coming in here tonight. They are 0-3, but they've played against some very good teams on the road, and I'm sure they're very happy to get back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Tonight we have great weather for the game, real hot temperatures. Going to be tough on the players to keep them cool, but that's one of the jobs of the assistant coaches, make sure they get lots of fluids, and everybody's doing good. All right, Coach Mallory, we'll have you come right in here. All right, happy to have Coach Cody Mallory, head coach of the Cadillac Vikings, and you guys are coming back home after a third of your season on the road. How does it feel?
It feels good. You kind of get used to being on the road all day, and so it was a really big stress relief for the kids just to be able to get done with school and relax a little bit before coming into the school. And it's good. It's nice. Get home a lot earlier.
Now, you guys have a young team. What are some of the things that you really like seeing from them in those first three games? And you played some really tough competition, Coach.
Yeah, it was, the big thing that we've been talking with them is about developing maturity, and we don't mean it like in a negative sense. It's just coming of age a little bit earlier than some of them, would normally. And so what we've seen is that we've been improving every week. It's just a matter of us putting everything together for 4 quarters, and we're going to be all right because we've shown some flashes. It's just a matter of sustaining.
Check 1, 2.
Now, for our viewers out there, this is our first game for Cadillac. Let's kind of go up over the makeup of the team, maybe starting with the seniors and Tip. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we've got a small senior group this year. We've got 7 seniors. They've been small all the way through, and so we knew this year was coming. But that said, it's a great group of kids. We've done some leadership stuff in the off season, and all of them were attending and have taken those lessons to heart. And then we also get a lot of great leadership out of our junior class too. We've got 2 of our captains are juniors, Tip and Alec Barcheski, and it's what's great about having a small group is that everybody's a contributor, and you can't the kids can't fall asleep on it in practice or in the game because everybody's needed.
Right. Now you have some underclassmen, you have 2 freshmen and 5 sophomores, correct? How have they been so far?
They went through some growing pains, and we knew that was going to happen, but they're really stepping up, and they're fitting right in. It's great to have them.
Your other captains, you mentioned Alec Barcheski and Tip Baker, are who?
Ryan Cox, he's an offensive lineman for us, and then Ethan Pritchard, another offensive lineman. Both of them, play center. Ryan, right now, we've got him over at tackle, offensive tackle, defensive end.
All right. Well, Coach, we thank you very much for your time. We wish you good luck in tonight's game and for the rest of the season out, all right? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we'll be back in just a moment for the opening kickoff. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. My name is Bill Dooley. We'll be right back.